Do not mew.
My name is Ian. I'm a sophomore, currently music and liberal arts major, hopefully by the end of fall, a music production and recording arts major here at Elon. Generally, my view on gender is that it's lame and stupid and should be thrown out the window. I know many people have very different opinions on it. That's just very personally. A big reason why I go by any pronouns despite considering myself non-binary and like really not caring if people refer to me as he, him or anything is because the way I view it, I'm very big on actions speaking like louder than words. So usually the people I associate with, I already know who they are and how they're not transphobic. So thus, if they say he, him to me, I'm like, yeah, I don't care, but I know you're a good person. Claire, can you hear me? Claire! Personally, it hasn't, my gender identity hasn't had a huge impact on my, like, day-to-day life, mostly because along with the whole, like, I'm not very, I'm out, I'm not very, like, I guess most people don't know I'm non-binary, per se. Oftentimes, I live relatively masculine presenting, besides, like, the occasional, like, earring, like, jewelry and stuff, and I don't really make a deal out of it. There have been points, so for instance, I'm in Smooth Progressions, which is an all-male a cappella group, which it's a little funny. There has been like occasional like changing of wording, for instance, which I'm very thankful for. I didn't realize it, but before I joined the exec board, I'm currently music director, yada yada, big workload. It turns out the exec team before me, like when I joined, I saw through the chat, like right after I joined the group, they were like, they rehashed and like rewrote their whole intro about the whole like all male thing without really asking me, which I appreciated, and then was like, also you could just go back to all male. It's not like I don't really care, but that was really heartwarming, because it was one of those cases of like people behind my back supporting me and accepting for who I was, which yeah, that was fun. Rolling. This is the easy part. With my gender identity, there has been points, especially on this campus specifically, where freshman year, this like group of just local high school students were in Glowco for some reason. I have it on video, which is really funny. Yeah. Yeah, and like I'm sitting in the esports room playing video games. I talked to the school about it. They weren't able to do anything because they don't actually go to Elon, but they did. I think they banned them or something, and I never really got the whole other end of it. But that was especially kind of like eye-awakening for me because once again I'm very masculine presenting, and I don't identify as gay, but it was mainly homophobic slurs thrown at me. So that's always. It's kind of been something on my mind here. Less about, I guess, Elon specifically, but more about the bubble that exists, well, rather what exists outside the bubble of Elon in, I guess, rest of America. Personally, once again, I haven't really experienced a lot of transphobia per se, and I wouldn't really say I identify as transgender in the sense that I have a lot of freedom that people who transition and people that undergo hormone therapy and are very open with their transition, that like I have freedoms that they don't have because of the fact that I pretty much live life as a man regardless, and to many people I am just a cis man. But I have had friends that have struggled with it, that have been attacked for their identity, and even by like my own friends from time to time, like I'll hear something come out of their own, like back from my friends from home rather, I'll hear something come out of their mouth and I'm like, I can't believe you just said that. Alright. Right now, there's plenty of reason to be worried, but I'd worry much more for when we're in power, like when this generation's in power, influencing another younger generation, because I think things are going to get more and more divided as we go, and who knows how, beyond just transgender people, but any sort of marginalized community will end up during that era.